Hello, welcome to Homesteading Northwest Florida. Got our fan system set up. Early in the morning, very early. Got up at 6:30 today. But cool air in from the bottom, hot air out from the top. Yep. Today is June 2nd, 2026. And it's about 7:30 in the morning. Got up about 6:30. It is now 71 degrees here. But we'll be getting hot days. Yesterday was, I think, 93. And it got to be 93 inside the building. So we got our plants going on, but we had a lot of rain, and I didn't use fertilizer water, and at least it was cool when it was raining, and it drizzled a little bit last night, and so yeah. But I'm just letting this one tobacco plant bloom since it desperately wants to. So that's what's happening here. And a lot of these that I put into containers are starting to sprout another shoot straight up since this got so big. It's like it's sending out another shoot of tobacco. Virginia Gold, I think, is this species. I think this species is the Aztec tobacco, this blue, darker blue one. Like, this one just looks golder, so that's what I think it is. But we've been getting a lot of rain, 3 inches a day for, I would say 20 days in a row it's rained. 10, 15, 20 days in a row. I would have to check the past weather. So we've been working with the wood here because a giant branch fell down from a tree. This is just one of the parts of the knot. And with the big twin oaks here, one of the big branches fell off, if you watch my previous videos. But yeah, you know, that's a big tree, couple big trees. These are probably 200 years old, I would say. And this one's alive. This one here looks like it's dead. The one to the left is dead with all this rot in here. And that's what oaks do. They will be dead on the inside, but then the outside just continues to, you know, live. But this one is fully dead. Well, and it's got a smilax vine growing in it. But we will be clearing this entire area. Saw a little poison ivy in here that I didn't like. Yeah, there it is. There's real poison ivy. Everything looks like poison ivy, but there's some real poison ivy in here. Yep, here it is. There's another leaf, so at least I can recognize it. But we're going to be going through here with the lawnmower and taking out some more of these trees. So we're going to basically clear this whole area. But this is how the big branches that fell down. I got it all cleaned up yesterday. And we're also going to be taking down this sweet gum here. Just because I got too many sweet gums. But we'll be getting rid of all these vines and this, you know, 40-foot sweet gum skinny will take down. Because I can. Before it gets too big. Starts letting out the seed pods. But here was the crook, and you can see, I think the top of the crook had some branches that got blown off. So part of this is half dead. But like, here's a ruler, so it's at least 15, I would say 15-inch round and knots in it. And that straight piece there at the bottom, I think I will be trying that on the sawmill. So I didn't cut that piece up. So we'll have to put that on the garden cart and try it on the sawmill. And here's another piece, you know, but the bottom, it's all, oaks kind of grow funny too, like a lot of, around here, a lot of knots, a lot of branches that get blown off and make a knot, you know, like here's a hole clear through it. So, and another thing we did is cut this stump down. Now this was a sweet gum, and it had like a really large base. Mosquitoes like crazy, kind of, but they're not as smart as Wisconsin mosquitoes. So anyhow, yeah, it had a really large base with 3-4 roots that shot out, but I had something, it did start rotting as I continually, I think I cut this down maybe 1 or 2 years ago, and I continually stripped the branches off that would shoot up from it, the leaves, with, you know, branches with leaves, and this thing got pretty rotty here. So it was pretty easy to chainsaw through this whole base. You know, and I think I will save that for firewood, I guess. But at least when I cut it now, I did have the larger electric chainsaw out, and at least when I cut it, it was less hardwood, because sweet gum is considered a hardwood, you know, whether or not you kind of believe it. So, you know, it was softer because I let it sit here until I got out the larger bar chainsaw. Yep, so yeah, that's all that's left of that, and it was pretty big, a lot of branches, we got a lot of firewood, and a lot of brush to burn. It's probably one of the largest brush piles I've ever had, but I'll spray some water on it as I'm burning it, and we'll get it going on. So yeah, clearing out stuff that fell because of the massive storms. It looks like this green giant arborvitae is doing better since I didn't let bamboo smother the light out of it. So, it's kind of doing better. But like last year and maybe the year before, bamboo definitely deprived it of light. And they don't like that. And it got a lot of water now. Like, oh, this one's giant. This is a big tree. This one's doing very well. Very big tree. And we got the canna lilies back here, but here's our brush pile.